Evening, everybody. Just getting set up here. You can see by the title what the night's going to be about, and if you want to talk about the Steelers as well, what a game that was, or what an ending. Bad day to be a Steelers fan, but good day if you want to complain about them, I guess. So, give me just a couple minutes here to get set up. We'll let some people roll in, and we'll get this thing going tonight. 3D Maker Kid was first again. Kelly's gonna be mad. Let's see here. So I have to do my Facebook thing, and we'll get it going. How was everyone's day? Let me know what's going on in the comments, and I will get caught up on the comments here as soon as we can. Get the Facebook thing set up and all that stuff. So. Bear with me here. Look at 3D Maker Kid. Man, you got a good memory, man. Very good memory. Okay, sorry, one more minute and then we'll be ready to go. I promise. Those of you that weren't here right at the very beginning, I said we could talk about, 1,000 subscribers, and then also we could talk about the Steeler game, if you're interested in talking about that. Or any other topic. Any question is always on the table, so throw it out there, and I will be happy to give you my opinion. It's like an every night Ask Me Anything, so. Or every Sunday night, not every night. Goodness. Facebook's been giving me trouble lately. Is anyone else having trouble on Facebook? Sometimes I think it's just my internet, and then other times just everything. Hey Facebook, how are you? We're almost to 1,000 likes on this Facebook page, and I'm also at almost to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and so there might be converging right in the same week here. So we're talking about that. We're talking about the Steelers, all kinds of different stuff over on the live stream on the YouTube channel. So come over and join us if you have a few minutes, and join the conversation. We'd love to have you. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. Okay, so we're ready to go. So yeah, once again, how was everyone's day? All that kind of stuff. What else is going on in your life? And, how are we going to get these last 40 subscribers? This channel, I don't know what happened in the last week, other than the fact that I was really asking. But, man, the subscriber count has just gone wild. And I didn't think we were going to be able to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Now it looks like it's pretty much certain. If the growth keeps up, it'll be like in 2 days I'll be at 1,000, which is when I started the channel, I was thinking like, if I ever got like 100 subscribers or something, wouldn't that be really cool? What kind of impact could we make with 100 subscribers in Kittanning? And then over the summertime, it started to tick up, and then it was at 300 and 500, and then it's kind of slowed down, and now this last week, I'm at like 150 subscribers added in the last week. It's really bizarre and crazy to me, but it's so exciting. I don't know. I just can't believe it's actually working. And the views have been crazy, and I've been doing all these business features, and I want to talk about that a little bit too. But it's just been, I don't know, it's just been a real blessing to be a part of it. I just really believe that we're starting a movement, that it's going to get better and better, and we're just going to make the town really great. It's just going to get, it's making the turnaround, and it's only going to get better from here. Like, I just feel like we're approaching the starting line, and it's just going to go faster and faster and faster. The change is going to go faster and faster. So I'm very, very excited about that. Let me get to some comments, and then we'll go back to talking about a couple things. So 3D Maker Kid was first again. Jonathan was second. Jonathan is like the all-star. Jonathan this week put subscribe to Kittanning, greatest city in the world, on the back of his vehicle, and so he's driving around advertising for me, and I just think that's the coolest. That's just awesome. So, Jonathan, thank you for that. I'm sure that you're a big part of adding subscribers to the channel, and I just think that's great. Summer fun rides. I got to meet you in person today, and so Summer, it was wonderful to meet you, and it was cool that you could make it to the church. Hope you guys can make it back someday soon. The one thing, Summer, that I don't think I have is your. I don't think I got any information for you. Maybe I did. Maybe it did end up in the offering, but I don't know if you got a little card. But I'd love to have your information so we can stay in touch, and hopefully you can make it back to church sometime soon. It was really cool. Really cool to have you. 3D Maker Kid says, "How's the new job, Jonathan?" Interested to hear, Jonathan, if you got the other job we were talking about as well. Kevin says, "Woot, Pastor Andy in the hizzle." Yes, I am here in my hizzle, so welcome. 3D Maker says, "But I always lose my phone." You can remember things from a week ago that people told you, but you still lose your phone. 3D Maker Kid, I think you might be a pastor. I think it might be time for you to make that transition happen. Kelly says, "Too bad I wasn't first this time because I'm making ramen noodles." Good game, buddy. Well played. Next time I will be here. 3D Maker Kid, Kelly is coming for you. Kelly Schaefer is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. 3D Maker also had the first like. 3D Maker says, and so the war wages on. Jonathan says, "It went terrible, actually. I was threatened and the company wouldn't do anything about it, but I have another job now, delivering pizzas, but it's something." Summer thought she was the first like, but she was not. So close, so close. You were second. You guys were like really, really quickly together. Jonathan, the side note on delivering pizzas, that's actually what I used to do in Greensburg before I became a State Farm agent. Pizza delivery, and then I worked for a State Farm agent at the same time. And so it was really great. But I always said, if you could make a lot of money delivering pizzas, that was actually my favorite job of all time. I loved delivering pizzas. It was just like the perfect job for me. I could drive around and listen to sermons, and I was, a hard worker, so we had to make pizzas and make frozen pizzas, and we just did all kind of stuff. And so it was my favorite job ever. And so if it paid more money, I would still be delivering pizzas today. And if I got fired from State Farm or something, I would probably go back to delivering pizzas as soon as I could. But anyway, that's a total side story. So I'm a little bit jealous of you, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. Jonathan says, "It's not bad, it pays the bills, and I get to drive around listening to music." Okay, so you have the same kind of feeling that I do. 3D Maker says, "If you ever start not liking it, then quit." Good advice, 3D Maker Kid. Or if you never start not liking it, start looking for a new job, and then quit once you find a new job. It's probably the better advice. Summer says, "Nice to have met you. I think we have found a church we both might like. I filled out a card." Okay, then my wife probably has the card, and I just didn't get it yet. So I'm glad that you did, and I will definitely be sure to stay in touch. Swan says, "President accounted for. Hey, Andrew, everyone." And I see I'm first. Y'all got to just keep needling each other, don't you? 3D Maker says, "That's definitely the better advice." Jonathan says, "I'll switch you, Andrew. I'll be the State Farm agent, and you can deliver the pizza." Now, I said if I got fired, I like being a State Farm agent too. And I won't go to all those places. But so a couple other things that I wanted to talk about. I just could not believe the Steeler game. They just gave up that touchdown at the end, and then had an awesome lateral play and went right down the field, and then the botched kick at the end, and he missed the kick earlier. I don't think the kicker's going to have a job for too much longer, but I can relate to you there. I don't know if you've watched the Vikings at all over the past few years, but man, the Minnesota Vikings have had kicker problems like crazy, and so I feel your pain. I understand. And if you really want to see like the worst kick of all time or the most heartbreaking kick of all time, go look up 1998 Minnesota Vikings versus Atlanta Falcons in the NFC Championship. And you can see the kick that broke my heart. It still breaks my heart to this day. 20 years later, I'm still talking about it. Still bitter about it. So go check it out. Gary Anderson. He's he's the worst. I just can't handle it. Kelly says, Jason's mom watches and likes your videos. She is about to subscribe now. That is fantastic. Let's get a subscriber count update. Maybe we could do it tonight. Maybe y'all could call your families or something, and we can get this thing taken care of. As soon as I get to the 1,000, I should be able to get the community tab on YouTube. I can turn on ads and make a little bit of money, hopefully. There'll be just all kinds of good things. I'm showing 959 right now, so that's pretty good. Pretty happy about that. But getting very, very close. So yeah, sorry, there's all kinds of dings on my phone all of a sudden. But that'll be 960 if she subscribes, unless she was 999, but I'm not sure. Oh boy, Kittanning is not the best city in the world. Just entered the chat. Maybe we have a little debate tonight. I don't know. It's probably Mark just trolling me. Mark probably just created a second account. Let me check it out. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about was I did some videos this week on different businesses in town. I'm trying to feature different businesses for Christmas time, and I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on what other businesses I should try to feature. Some that are on my list. I haven't talked to the owners yet, but I would really like to do a feature on the bridal shop in town. And I know that's not probably a huge Christmas shopping kind of place, but Shannon is she's a really great person, and she's a really active member of the community. And so I'd love to feature her business in some way. Smale's Drum Shop, I would love to feature. That's a really good Christmas place as well. Also have some other shops on Market Street, like restaurants. I'd like to feature maybe the county seat, even though it looks like that's going to change hands pretty soon. But there, Dizzy Lizzie's, I could do something with Yamato again. I'd love to do a Mono Pasta shop downtown. BS Outfitters is a t-shirt shop. Bugsy's Pizza. He's had some interest in possibly doing a video. And then maybe just some smaller places like Kling & Smith's or Jordan's Paints, and those kinds of places that are maybe not traditional retail that we would think of around the holidays, but still kind of neat, good places to have downtown. So I don't know if you have any other ones. I considered doing St. Vincent de Paul and Haven. I don't know if that would be too weird. You guys can give me your opinion there. But I think those two are really good shops, actually. And I don't know, Kevin could attest. You can find some really cool stuff in there. I think Kevin found these glasses at St. Vincent de Paul for me. So, and they're awesome. If someone gave this to me for a Christmas present, I would love them forever. Oh, and then Kevin also got me a drone this week, so hopefully I'll get to test that out. I wanted to test it yesterday, but I was hunting, and it was really windy as well, so I don't think that's probably the best day for me to go out and try something for the first time. But hopefully I can get a day where it's 40 degrees, relatively sunny, and no wind. That would be helpful. So I'll test that pretty soon, and then hopefully get you a little review on what that is. Sorry, I see comments coming in. Let me check. 3D Maker Kid says, Kevin, drop a diss track. Kevin and I were working on a diss track for Ford City, where we actually don't completely make fun of them, but say, hey, we got to work together. And so that would be pretty cool. Kevin, you can go for it. We did kind of make fun of them in the beginning, but it ended nicely. It wasn't like a T-Series diss track or any of the other ones that are out there, which most of them are really cheesy, and ours would have been really cheesy too, but I think it would have been pretty funny and pretty cool. Kelly says, she is subscribed now and the bell is on. Gary Good. 3D Maker Kit is encouraging you, Kevin, to bust some sick rhymes. Swan says, love when people drive by you and shout out the truth. Kittanning is the best city in the world. Yeah, and how cool was that in that video? I was coming back from, it was so interesting. I was coming back from Family Dollar, and one person yelled at me out their car window and was like, hey, Andrew, hey, Andrew. And so that was cool. And then just not even 30 seconds later, I was walking down the street and someone rolled down their window and yelled, Kittanning is the greatest city in the world as they drove by. So that was really cool. And then yesterday, actually, I was walking into Walmart, and the bell ringer for Salvation Army was a young girl. I'd never seen her before, and she actually, she was like, "Are you Andrew Ladisaw?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." She was like, "I watch your videos. I really like your videos." So that stuff is so humbling. And then there was a kid, Colin, who I've met a couple times before, but he was at McDonald's working, and I went in with my family, and we were eating McDonald's. And they had an extra chocolate milkshake, and he brought me the milkshake, and so I knew that was because he knows me from the videos. So got a free chocolate milkshake. So that was my first payment for making these videos. So I'll take it, and it was good chocolate milkshake, by the way. So anyway, I love when that happens. It's really, really cool to me. It's surreal every time it happens. So if you ever see me downtown, and you want to make my day, just yell out "Kittanning, greatest city in the world," or stop and talk to me for a minute, and I'll get you in the video as well. Let's see. 3D Maker Kit says, what kind of drone, Andrew? I don't remember. It's not like a Mavic or anything like that. It's like a starter drone, and so we're gonna test it out. Hopefully, I'm gonna get some flight time. Get an idea of what it would feel like. But it is, it's an advanced enough drone that it does have it has playback on your phone, all those kinds of things, and so I think it will have enough features that that'll definitely worth me testing, definitely worth me flying around, and I'm super appreciative of it because it's something that I've been really wanting to do, and so this will maybe be that little push that I need to actually get me to do it. And then if I really like it, I might go ahead and buy a Mavic or buy a semi-professional drone that does 4K and all the different things that I want, and obstacle avoidance, which I'm probably gonna need, all that kind of stuff. So, but I don't know. I'm really excited to try it out. So thank you, Kevin, again, by the way. St. Vincent is an amazing store, says Kevin. Havens has been a bit pricey since they got new management. I think they forgot their secondhand store. Yeah, and that can happen sometimes. So I don't entirely doubt it. But if they find that they can't sell everything, then they could lower the prices again. Is my guess is what's going to happen, because a couple people have told me that about Havens, but I'm guessing they'll figure it out over time. Let's see. Kelly says they're from North Carolina. I'm not sure what that means, but it's cool. Is that the new subscribers from North Carolina? I'm not sure. Tell me what that means, Kelly. Summer says, would you know, are there any local farms that sell pasture-fed meats and organic vegetables? And Summer, there are some. The vegetables are more of a seasonal thing. So we have a farmer's market that meets in West Kittanning. I believe it's twice a week through the summertime, but it's normally advertised in the paper. I want to say it was Mondays and Thursdays last year, but I'm not 100% sure. But you can find really great locally grown vegetables there. That's always good. And then pasture-fed meats. I do have a friend of mine that does pasture-fed beef, lamb, and they also do chickens. And I'm actually considering doing meat chickens next year. So if you don't find anything by then and you want to do just organic meat chickens, I would be happy to maybe partner with you on that. I'm thinking that our family probably needs 25 chickens to get us through the year. And so if I say I raised 50 of them, and then I could sell the other 25, I could raise them all, and then if people wanted to come and help me butcher them, then I could keep 25 and give the rest of the 25 away for helping me butcher them, or I could just straight up sell them to people or whatever. So let me know if you're interested in that, but we're interested in getting more of our meat not from the grocery store. So last year we bought a quarter beef of organic beef, and that was really great. Worked out really well. And then, I'm also maybe interested in doing pigs at some point, but we're just not ready for that yet. Maybe as our kids get older and the kids become even better helpers than they already are, then we could venture into doing either goats or, well, not goats probably, either sheep or pigs. But I'm leaning towards pigs because they're like really good garden tillers, and so whenever I'm going to do new garden spaces, pigs are like the ideal animal. They just tear everything up, and then the chickens and pigs working together is really awesome. And so, if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, I've learned everything I know about gardening, or most everything I learned about gardening, from either reading books about permaculture or there's a YouTube channel called Justin Rhodes, and his last name is Rhoades, and he is just really amazing. His first videos, like if you go watch some of his first videos about the 100 days of growing food, it was just everything they grew over the course of a summer. He's really entertaining, and he's really like a really good practical teacher. And so, I don't know, if you're interested in doing what I'm doing in the garden, you can either watch my videos or you can go over and watch some of his. He's dedicated to it 100% full time almost every day. Anyway. Goodness gracious. What am I missing here? Is it a SEMA? I don't know what it is, 3D Maker, but I can let you know. Ask me again in the Discord after we're done, and maybe I'll be able to respond. Kevin says you could always do a Patreon for a better drone, and that's true, Kevin. I could. Patreon's great, don't get me wrong. And if I was going to be a full-time creator, I would definitely do Patreon. I feel bad doing Patreon because I'm like, I make more than enough to support my family, and so I don't know. I would feel bad if people were paying me on Patreon. Maybe that's like wrong. Maybe I shouldn't feel bad about it. And if I was using all the money legitimately for equipment to make better videos for the city, then it probably is legitimate. So maybe I will look into it, but I don't know. I would feel weird. But I would not feel weird if I get ads and then I ask you guys to watch the whole ad before you watch my video. I would not feel weird at all about that because I'm more than happy to take corporate money. That's totally fine. Kelly says, I swear you can do anything and everything by the time your noodles are done. Good advice, Kelly. Don't waste your time while the noodles are cooking. Kevin says, their prices are not entirely bad, but with me liking to buy and resell, I have no room to make profits from Haven. I understand, Kevin. I get it. Summer's interested in doing meat together, so, get a hold of me on that, Summer, sometime in the spring, and maybe we can work something out. Kevin says, during the summer, the bike trail is lined with wild garlic and onions, and in the fall, you can find carrots everywhere. I got some nice carrots behind this hair salon growing by a telephone pole. How crazy is that? That's awesome. Summer says, not interested in butchering. Well, maybe I could cut, the necks, and you could just feather them for me or something. I had a friend of mine that was actually getting rid of they have a feathering machine. It's like almost looks like a big washing machine. And they gave it to me for free. It's like probably a $300 machine, and they gave it to me for nothing. So it should make the worst part of the process, a lot easier. So hopefully we can make that happen. Kevin says, got a lot of apples near the trail too. Yes, and I had lots of apples myself. You guys have seen that in past videos. So, or if you haven't, go back and watch them. Dustin's in the house. Dustin says, hey buddy, sorry for coming in so late, but wanted to say totally awesome service this morning. The speaker was awesome. What a powerful person. Totally agree. Pastor Marissa came to Living Water Church today. She preached a great message. We just had a powerful time, both in worship and in the Word, and it's just a good season to be at Living Water Church. If y'all are looking for a church, Living Water is a great place to be right now. There's really good things happening, and I just believe that we're primed for really great growth. So, got good stuff coming. Kevin says, don't forget to check your Discord messages later. Do not feel bad about it. People genuinely want to help. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, sorry, Dustin, I forgot your shout out for the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. I don't think that's true yet, but maybe it will be. We'll see. Let's see. Separate subject says Swan. Oh, Kevin, by the way, I got your Discord message. I did not read it yet, but I will tonight. I promise. Swan says separate subjects, but love the tree. You love your tree, and you're gonna make your 1,000 goal before the end of the year. Yes, I thought the tree was appropriate. We're approaching Christmas, so thank you for that. And I do think the 1,000 goal is definitely gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen this week, actually. Um, so yeah, that's gonna happen. Very excited about it. Super excited. Have to do a celebration video for that. Kelly's going to get off of here. She's got ramen noodles to eat, so good night, Kelly. Have a great night. Kevin says good night. 3D Maker says good night. Jonathan says, don't forget to hit the like button. As of now, 16 viewing and 7 likes. I know. What are you guys doing? Or 15 viewing now. Kelly must have left. Summer says, wheelchair ramp would be nice addition to the church. My wife's going to bed, you guys. Good night. I love you. Okay. Wheelchair ramp would be a nice addition to the church. Would help my friend out a lot. Yes, and we are actually planning on doing a wheelchair ramp. So there's a big closet that's next to the stairs. We're planning on eliminating the closet and then building a wheelchair ramp that would go down and kind of snake around to come into the church. So we've been brainstorming that for over a year now, and we actually, as a church, we were trying to move to the the old Kittanning High School, and that didn't work out. So now we're moving forward with renovations in our church. So we're actually going to be changing out the HVAC system in the church. Will be happening right after the first of the year, which will free up space upstairs for us to put a kid's bathroom upstairs, and then expand our nursery, since our nursery is pretty much packed to the gills. And then we'll also be doing the handicap ramp probably around the same time. So that first quarter of 2019 is going to be a flurry of activity at Living Water Church. And then hopefully by Easter time, we'll have all that stuff done, and it'll be like a whole different place. Hopefully by then, we'll have a second service. We'll be set up and flowing nicely. And then we will, hopefully we'll double it as a church over that course of time. And it's just going to be really, really awesome. So just like I said earlier, it's a great time to be at Living Water Church. So come on out, join us for a service, and see if you like it. Kevin says, okay, I think it needs a oh yeah, Kevin's writing poetry now on the 7 deadly sins, and it's really interesting stuff. You can go check out the first one on his Facebook page. Kevin says Marissa and Johanna were great. I loved it. Yeah, it was a good service. Gene says had a blessed day. I can still feeling the Holy Spirit. That's awesome. 3D Maker Kid says that bloody HVAC is a heck of a beast, pulling 240 bolts. It just bit my arm right off. I don't know if you're referencing a movie or a TV show or something, but be careful. Be careful with the HVAC. Dustin says, I'm interested in playing guitar with you for the service. Okay. I'm not sure which one, my friend, but let me know, and we could talk about it, Dustin. Oh, 3D Maker Kid says it's a meme. Okay. Makes more sense now. Post it in the Discord now. I want to see it. Anyway. All right, guys. To be perfectly honest, I don't have much else to talk about. Do you guys have any more suggestions for businesses I could go to downtown? That would be good places for me to check out, or to do videos on over the course of the next couple weeks. We only have a couple weeks now till Christmas, I guess, so I'll probably only be able to feature maybe 8 more. And so if I could do 8 more, I guess that'd be good. I probably have enough already, but I don't know. I'm just thinking if I'm missing something. You know where I've never been in a video is Market on Reynolds. Do they still have like ice cream there? Do they still do that? Do they still do catering? Maybe that would be a cool place. I could feature bars, but I really don't want to. Dustin says, where's Queen Elizabeth at? She just went to bed, so she's out. Oh, Kevin said maybe the bike shop. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Paul's Auto Parts with the bikes. That would be a good one. Maybe I could go there and do that one. I'm gonna write that down. That'd be a good video. Oh, the other one I forgot is the Hallmark store. I'll be doing that one this week. Yes, yes, Swan said it. Kittanning News. So I'll be doing Kittanning News this week. And Miller's, yes. Miller's would be cool. Miller's is like a staple. I wonder if they're doing any holiday specials. You know, that wouldn't be bad Christmas. My favorite sub from Miller's, like everyone likes the original. I don't really like the original, to be perfectly honest, but the Miller's hoagie that I like, that you've probably never had, they do a buffalo chicken hoagie, and it is amazing. Like I said, I don't like the original one, but the buffalo chicken is, it might be the best sandwich in Kittanning. And I think I would even include, like, I like a Harper's Grill burger, but the buffalo chicken hoagie from Miller Subs is worth your time. So go check it out. Go eat that sandwich this week. King's Lanes. That would be cool. Do they do anything at Christmas time? I've never been in King's Lanes either, actually. I was just there filming the video about Typewriter Hill. But yeah. Kevin says, why do Miller's hoagies smell like body odor? I mean, don't get me wrong, they taste great. I don't know either. That's kind of the reason that Subway is kind of the opposite, I guess. I smell after eating Subway, and I don't like that. But, you know, that is what it is. I've never noticed that about Miller's, but maybe that's what I don't like about like the original hoagie. But get the buffalo chicken, trust me. It won't steer you wrong. Swan says maybe some of the banks. Yeah, see, banks are tricky because banks get a little suspicious when you start walking in there and asking if you can film everything. Now, I know most of the people at the banks, and so I guess they probably know that I'm not, you know, trying to do anything suspicious. But for them to put like a tour of their bank in a video and have that out on the internet is probably not like high on their priority list because they don't want to, you know, they don't want to allow people to stake out their building from away from the building, which I understand. So I try to be respectful and not film in the banks whenever possible, especially without permission. But I could try. Gene says Kittanning is the greatest city in the world. Well, obviously, you know, we know. Salvation Army. Yeah, that would be a good one. At least the Salvation Army store, and then they do special meals during the holidays as well. So that would be kind of cool. Cubic Cycle and Stiller Motorsports. See, now we're getting outside of the downtown area. I'm hoping to really drive people downtown, but that would be cool. I could maybe do something with it at some point. Maybe they would like let me test drive some vehicles or something. Summer says, just found out this morning there is a little food pantry. I thought it was a wonderful idea. Hope people add to it. I'll do my part. So yeah, Summer, that's a really cool story actually. And you guys, we actually did the first one as Living Water Church. Well, Bradigan's paid for it. The library actually had hooked us up with a guy to build it, and then Living Water Church installed it as one of our Summer of Serve projects. And so right after that, two other churches actually got on board with it. So there's one now at Bradigan's. There's another one at the First Baptist Church in downtown Kittanning, and there's a third one at the Little Church of God up by the old Kittanning High School. And so there are now three free food pantries around town, which is a huge need in the city. To be perfectly honest with you, we don't have like a food bank in the sense that a lot of other towns do. That's like on-demand emergency food. That's always, you know, has something there. So so go down and check those out. If you have a chance, if you have extra food in your house, something you know you're not going to eat, you know, please throw it in there. And then also, please keep your eye out as well. We had some problems that had kids. Oh, I see Kevin's commenting on it right now. So kids that were taking food out of there and just destroying it in the alley. And so that's really, really disheartening. I've actually had a lot of vandalism on our Christmas display at my office, and so we've had to start moving the pieces in and out every night because people are just destroying stuff downtown. So we need to help out the police officers, evidently, and we need to, keep a watchful eye on that stuff. If you catch anyone doing that kind of stuff, please call the police and make sure that that gets stopped if we can. Because it's hard enough in Kittanning, honestly, to get good things flowing, and then when something doesn't, or when stuff like that happens, it just discourages people from wanting to ever do anything good again, and that's just the very last thing that we need. And so just please, please help out if you can. Keep your eye out. Kevin says, filming in the bank has always been a no-no, especially with a ski mask and weapons. Yeah, that's the first time I tried, and it didn't work out. Yeah. Now I'm not allowed to come back. Cubics go there for my bike inspection. Very cool. I've heard good things about them. And then Stiller Motorsports actually donated some side-by-sides for us to use for DKI for a couple of our events. And so it was really cool to have those available for us. So they've been really generous to at least the Downtown Business Group. Progressive Workshop. I really want to do a video with the Progressive Workshop at some point. I don't know if the Christmas one's the right time, but I will do that for sure at some point. Tour of the Courthouse, says Swan. That's absolutely true. I would love to do that. And once again, probably sometime next year after Christmas. But Progressive Workshop is such a cool place. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but such a neat facility and so many neat things happening there for the special needs community in Kittanning. It's really, really awesome. Let's see. Kevin says, we got to get the cops to get off their rear ends and stop the kids from destroying food. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know if necessarily the cops are just, I don't think they're lazy. I'm not going to say that at all. I just think maybe they're not patrolling the end of town as much as they need to, and maybe they just don't even know about it. Like maybe one of us needs to call the police tomorrow and tell them, hey, there's some vandalism going on downtown. Can you guys double your efforts in looking at stuff? And I bet they would, honestly. So it's that little Kelly girl and her brother. They are heathens. Kevin says, me and Michelle filled the box up 2 days ago. Now it's empty. Either someone was really hungry or those bad kids took it. Kevin, honestly, I see people in there all the time looking for food. And so, I do think it gets used. And so every time there's food in there, I think it goes pretty quick because I think the need is pretty great for that kind of thing in town. But, I mean, honestly, all that we can do is we can just give as God calls us to give. And so if God's calling you to put food in there, then you just put it in there. And whatever happens from there, God will take care of. If the kids are doing bad stuff to it, then, they're gonna ultimately get what's coming to them. And if it's going to the right place and it's going to someone in need, then all the better, right? And so we just give how God calls us to give, and whatever happens after that is up to Him. That's all we can do. We need street cameras like in Europe. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but it would be cool. Kevin reported it. Good. Kevin says, I even told them to check the Honey Bear cameras near the one box. That's good. That's a good idea, actually. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if Sprinkles has cameras because they're right there. Kevin says, it just makes me angry. I know I shouldn't be angry, but why destroy food someone could eat? Yeah, I don't understand it either. And then, we had that beautiful Christmas display, and then someone stole one of our characters from it. People stole all the candy out of it, knocking stuff over. And I'm just like, why would you take something that's beautiful and then just destroy it? It doesn't make any sense to me, but unfortunately it happens. Like I said, we the first instinct should be to pray. Just pray that would change. Secondly, be vigilant. Just watch it. Do whatever good that you can. And then thirdly, just don't get discouraged. Don't let it discourage you from doing the next good deed because Just because one person wants to do something bad, we just have to keep moving forward and do a good thing. Yeah, Kevin, I know you saw them. The one time I know you saw them. Jonathan says, some people just want to watch the world burn. That's so true. It really is. That always makes me think of Batman with the Joker. Such a great movie. Gosh, that was a good movie. Anyways, totally off topic. Well, guys, I have been gradually changing my sleeping routine, and so I'm probably going to jump off of here. I'm going to try to edit a video tonight, and then I'm going to, it's the video that I've been working on for a while. It'll be another local author feature that I'm doing for Christmas time. A brilliant Christian author from Indiana, Pennsylvania, and he has a couple, well, he's been writing like 4 books a year, it seems like. The man is just a prolific writer, and he's really, really smart. And so I'll have that video. Gosh, I hope it comes out tomorrow, but I'm not sure if it will. It's a pretty big editing project, and so it's actually the video from my bike crash from like 4 months ago. And so I'm finally going to finish that thing and get it put out. And then I'll promote his book at the same time, because I feel like I owe him that at this point, because I've delayed his video for so long that I just I want to get that out there. So hopefully that'll come out soon. And that's it, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you talking with me. It's always a blessing. Keep sharing the video if you would. I'm really trying to get to that 1,000 this week. If I could knock that out before the end of the year. I might even be approved by YouTube by the end of the year if we could knock it out this week. And so I just so appreciate you guys watching and sharing and all those kinds of things. It's just really, really amazing. So keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate it 100%. And we'll, I'll keep trying to put out good quality content that's hopefully enjoyable to watch. And together, I think that we're going to change the city. I really do. I believe we're already seeing the mindset begin to shift. And once the mindset shifts, then we'll have more people on board doing the work that needs to be done. And as soon as we can reach that tipping point, it only takes between 5 and 10% of the people. If we can get 5 to 10% of the people all moving in the right direction, in the direction that God wants us to move, the city's going to change almost overnight. It's going to be so rapid that we're not even going to believe that it happened. And then we're going to have a model that we can take to Ford City, that we can take to any other town that needs to be turned around. And I believe we're going to start a movement that's not just going to end in Kittanning, but it's going to be something that's going to spread across our country. And I'm really, really excited that we're all going to be able to get to tell that story to our kids and our grandkids, how we saw Kittanning turn around and how we were a part of it and how we got to see how God moved in a city. It's going to be awesome. Summer says, need to invite those kids to church and show them some love and kindness. Agree 100%. We need to make that happen and go for it. 3D Maker Kid says, good night, everyone. Seek discomfort always. Love that saying. Keep it going, man. Seeking discomfort's a good thing. Good night says, true story. Swan says, love and holiday wishes to all. Merry Christmas, my friends. It's almost here. I'll see you next Sunday, but I'll see you in videos before that. And I guess I don't normally say that. I always say, see you in the next one. Bless you guys.